Hello everybody, my name is Heiko Henschel and I am a biologist. I live in Cabanillas de la Sierra, a small village 60 kilometers north of Madrid, Spain. In my village we are very connected to the countryside, which has a great economical and cultural value. Today we are going for a walk to learn about the natural value of the Iberian Peninsula, a territory that has an enormous natural richness and is part of the Mediterranean basin hotspot. Spain is extremely rich in biodiversity. This is due to several reasons, but the main one is due to the rarity of our climate. The Mediterranean climate has high temperatures, especially in the summer where we can reach up to 40 degrees Celsius, and low rainfall, approximately 650 millimeters per year on average, with heavy rainfall in the spring and autumn. The most characteristic feature of our climate, however, is the summer drought. Summer drought is the virtual absence of rainfall in the summer months. Its harsh conditions mean that animals and plants have to adapt to it. If there is one thing that stands out of the Iberian Peninsula, it is its enormous plant diversity. On the Iberian Peninsula, we can find approximately 6,500 different plant species. Of these species, around 1,800 are endemic to the peninsula. The fact that a species is endemic means that it can only be found here. An example of such endemism is Viola cazorlensis, a species that only lives in the Sierra de Cazorla, in southern Spain. Another species of our wonderful flora is the mirror orchid, Ophrys speculum, one of the many species of wild orchids. Another representative of the Iberian orchids is Serapias lingua. Other plant species is Pinguicula vallisnerifolia, also an endemism of southern Spain. As far as vertebrates are concerned, the Iberian Peninsula has a great diversity within Europe. Many species of reptiles and amphibians, frogs and salamanders, live here, many of them endemic. An example is Podarcis guadarramae, a species of lizard endemic to the mountains surrounding me. In mammals, we also have a representative example, the Iberian lynx, the most endangered feline in the world. As for birds, many European species pass through the peninsula on the migration to Africa. On the journey, many of them rest in Doñana, a wetland declared World Heritage Site by UNESCO. Two birds that migrate to Africa are the bee-eater and the red-necked nightjar. Other birds are endemic and stay here all year round, such as the majestic imperial eagle and the black vulture. Although we have just had a quick look at the Iberian Peninsula as a whole, taking advantage of the fact that we are in the countryside, let's take a look at some of the plants and animals that surround my village. Here we have a cantueso, whose scientific name is Lavandula pedunculata. This plant is one of the many wild species of lavender. Although less fragrant than cultivated lavender, it also has a very nice smell and is used to make soaps. Here we have a botonera, also called Xantholina rosmarinifolia. The flowers of this plant are used to make a digestive tea. This plant here is called Jara pringosa, scientific name Cistus ladanifer. In Spanish, pringoso means sticky, as its leaves are very sticky. From this plant is obtained ledano, which was used as a cough syrup. Here we have a tapsia, whose scientific name is Tapsia villosa. This plant is toxic if ingested, but it is still part of our native flora and we love it just the same. We have just seen 4 of the more than 300 species of plant that surround my village. In terms of animals, we can find the common house martin, which migrates from Africa every spring. Another bird is the great tit, which is very common in the area. A very small bird that is also present in the area is the short-toed tree creeper. We also have a very large rabbit population. In the near mountains we have griffon vulture. If you look in the distance, those white spots on the mountain are the poo that has been accumulating, as they lay their nest there. Having seen Spain's beautiful biodiversity, it is unfortunately our turn to talk about the threats it faces. Habitat destruction and human persecution of species strongly threaten wild flora and fauna. Doñana, the resting place of birds on their migration, is drying up due to abusive use of water. In the 1990s, there were fewer than 100 Iberian lynx. The wolf, once widespread throughout the peninsula, has disappeared from much of it. In these mountains, the wolf has been extinct for more than 50 years. In addition, we have climate change, which is leading to higher temperatures than normal and more frequent droughts and fires. However, more and more efforts are being made to preserve the natural environment. Spain is one of the territories with the most protected areas in Europe. At the same time, the Spanish government and the European Union have financed multiple species recovery plans and have protected a multitude of species. Thanks to this, the Iberian lynx has grown in 30 years from having less than 100 specimens to more than 1,600 today. The wolf is today in full expansion. After 50 years, the wolf is coming back to Madrid. There is still a long way to go, but we are moving in the right direction. Doñana, for example, continues to dry up and we have to stop it from happening. Protecting the environment is everyone's responsibility as a society. The first step to preservation is knowledge, and I hope you have learned by watching this video. If you want to continue learning, I strongly encourage you to download the eNaturalist app. eNaturalist is a citizen science platform that not only helps scientists to learn more about the biodiversity of different territories, but also helps you learn, thanks to its algorithm, to recognize species. Go out into the countryside, learn and defend nature. With this I say goodbye. I hope you like it. Greetings to everyone in Reykjavik.